Hello class, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I'm at home in my sweatshirt, not in my professional clothes, but I thought I'd make an intro video for our ELRN750 Teaching and Learning with Digital Technology class for week 2, starting of course today, January 18th through the 23rd. So what do you have to do this week? Well, it's all under January 18th through 23rd in the content area of D2L, but you're going to be looking at a framework called the Meaningful Learning Framework. And so there's a little bit of an intro to that first, and then you'll have some readings from an article, and just read that first. I think the section listed there, you don't have to read the whole article. And then also the chapter 1 from the textbook, A Meaningful Learning with Technology. And then I have some presentations that I've created on the Meaningful Learning Framework, and 3 elements of it: active learning, constructive learning, and authentic learning, that you'll watch. And then finally this week you'll pick either active, constructive, or authentic learning from that framework, research the element a little bit in the readings and presentations, and then post a good example of how this element would work in a real learning situation, and post that on the discussion board for this week. And then of course you're going to respond and participate into at least 2 other students' responses in the discussion as well about this element, So when you respond though, pick active, or if you pick active, for instance, you might write about what active learning would look like in a learning situation, what subject matter, would students be manipulating and observing, because those are 2 important elements, what role the teacher would play, and what students would be thinking and learning about. So you want to get into a little depth on whichever one you pick, active, constructive, or authentic. And then when you've completed those items, you should be done with this week's instruction and activities. Make sure you complete each week's instruction and activities by the 23rd, or the last day of that week. So for this week it is the 23rd. I think that's about it for this week. But if you notice, you're going to be reading about the Meaningful Learning Framework, and that's really the goal of technology integration in the classroom. The reason why we put technology in the classroom, it's not because we like technology, and it's not because technology will enhance learning in and of itself. It's because the goal is to make meaningful learning. And so that's why we talk about this framework to start out, is because it's that's the goal. We want to create meaningful learning in the classroom. So that's this week, and have a great week.